Welcome to the Canned Wine Podcast, where we open cans of wine and talk about it. We're in Season 4, Episode 31, and today we jet away from New York and head all the way back to the West Coast to California. Before we can get to our Can of the Week, we need to talk about our Wine Nerd Word of the Week, and our Wine Nerd Word of the Week is clone. And don't be afraid, these aren't the return of the clone or the march of the clones. Cloning is actually how most wines are produced. There is the wine we had a few weeks ago was a multiple cross. They do cross wines that way, but mostly it's a cutting of the vine and sticking it onto a rootstock and just perpetuating these things vegetatively. So you literally can get wines that are thousands of years old. We did have a wine from Chile that traced its roots back to the conquistadors and the fathers that brought the grapes with them from there. And it doesn't mean that, it's in this style. It means this wine is actually the same wine that they would have tasted back then. So that's how cloning works. And clone is our Wine Nerd Word of the Week. And our Can of the Week is, are you there, Catherine? We have our intrepid wine explorer from Regina, Saskatchewan, standing by. Are you there, Catherine?
Here, and we are going to be drinking the 2023 Albariño can, 12% alcohol by volume. This is a zero sugar, natural wine that I'm really looking forward to. I've never tried this kind of grape wine before.
Yeah, and the Albariño is a Spanish grape that's sort of, I think it might even be a native grape of Spain, and they do this in a natural style. It does have a reportedly tropical fruit flavors, and it's I would have to open it to see, and they do a really great job with it. I've opened vintages of these before. The two winemakers, Tara and Maria, take their two sort of divergent paths and have brought them together. One of them is a Native American ancestry, and the other one is a Spanish background, and they really bring it together in their Camin's to Dreams winery, and they bring this together in the Maker format. Maker is a group of people that come together and help small, crafty, very diverse wineries get their products to market through their channels, and they can it. And the cans are a great way to go. You can join the Can Club. I'm a member of their Can Club. If you did nothing else, this was recommended by Alan Green, and he didn't steer me wrong. They have great wines, and they deliver them to you quarterly. This stuff is great, and it wins awards at the International Canned Wine Competition. I know their Chardonnay that we're going to be trying soon has won Best in Show and a few things like that. But this is a really great wine. I've tried previous vintages, and I'm excited about trying this one. Do you have any other things you'd like to add to the background on this one, Catherine?
Well, we can talk about pairing a little bit. It suggests fish taco, spicy salsa verde. Neither of us are prepared for that. We were thinking we were going to do the Maker Chardonnay tonight, and you had sent me a video previously about pairing a truffle grilled cheese sandwich with a Chardonnay. So that's what I'm having with this, whether it goes or not.
To illuminate our listeners, we did expect to be opening the Chardonnay, and then I went to the wine closet, the wine hoard, or the milk crate as it is, and I went through and I searched. I could not locate that Chardonnay, and all these things are pretty carefully orchestrated. This came from the Canadian Thanksgiving meetup where I got to these things, and you had it, and I know I had it, but where it's gotten to, I'm not quite sure. So we'll find that Chardonnay soon. But as a backup, we had this Albariño, and I know this is a really decent wine. So what is it that we do at the Canned Wine Podcast?
Why, we open cans of wine and talk about it.
And we've certainly been talking a few minutes about this one, so.
I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, as you can see, this is a still wine. It does have tropical fruit notes, and it is a very low residual sugar. And I'm going to call this, let me see, deep gold. Would you agree that it's a deep gold or maybe a medium gold? I don't see.
Yeah, I'd say maybe a medium gold.
I don't see a lot of amber hues in it.
No, not at all.
That's a very crisp wine. Has a nice acidity to it too.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, I could see this going with the fish tacos, or even what I had originally planned to drink with the, or planned to pair with the Chardonnay, which was a Navratan kurma, which is like 9 vegetables mixed together in a kurma sauce with lentils, naan bread, and some rice. So I think this is going to really pair well with that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is going to go fine with my grilled cheese. I was thinking maybe I should grab some salsa to dip instead of my usual. My mom makes a homemade tomato relish, which is usually what I eat with the grilled cheese, but it might be a salsa night.
Salsa? Oh, that would be good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure when they're drinking this in California, there's probably some salsa involved.
Oh, I was going to say we've had some very, very warm weather here lately, which is not usual for this time of year for us. So it seems like such a nice summery kind of drink. And it's first day of spring, I think, today or tomorrow. So. And
for those of you that are following the progress of our season, we're kind of transitioning to white wines right now. So this does fit in perfectly with that. And then we will end up, as we get closer to full-on spring. I know it's not quite spring there in Regina, although the weather might have warmed up. It's kind of just above freezing here with a very chilly rain and stuff like that. So we're anticipating spring coming. We'll put it that way. So and then
that's so funny because we've been at about 11, 12 degrees the last couple of days and sunny. So I think that's about 46 Fahrenheit.
Wow, that's very good for this time of year.
Yeah, very warm. It really feels like spring. I know we'll probably end up getting snow in a week, but for these couple of days, I'll take it.
And also for those following along at home and watching the visuals, we had decided to move out of our regular haunts to a different studio, which is down in the basement. You can see some of the I wouldn't say victims, but they're empty cans that we have stored up here. And we don't have a huge can collection like Alan Green, but he uses a similar setup to have what is arguably the largest collection of canned wine cans in the world. And if you ever get the chance to look at the canned wine competition, he does have a display where he shows off his cans, but I'm not even going to compete because Alan is years in the making. So we're down here shooting it in the basement, as you can see. Also, for anybody who leaves comments or subscribes, like Paul from the Alaska Vibes, we sent out some postcards and he was very happy to receive it. Catherine, I'm going to send you a really cool postcard I got from I Love New York tourist thing when I was traveling down the interstate the other day, and I said, I'll go in there and get some cool New York stuff. So I got a really cool kind of a New York, the yellow cab colored thing. I'll send one of those out to you just to thank you, because we appreciate the fact that you're literally up in the frozen north and enjoying probably one of the only person in Regina, Saskatchewan, enjoying one of Maker's great wines. And I know you've enjoyed all of the Maker's stuff that we got to you, so we do appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
so
I'm definitely a real fan. I've enjoyed everything that we've opened, but I'm a particular fan of the Maker. I like their whole
concept of the.
I don't want to use the word. Yeah, the whole concept. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's.
I was going to say vibe. I just don't want to say vibe. That wasn't the word I was looking for. But yeah, the whole concept of supporting these small growers and winemakers, and the diversity of the wines as well as the winemakers. It's really, it's great. We haven't had one yet that I would say is mediocre. They've always been good.
True. And we don't rate wines per se, but some of these are highly rated wines that we've been opening. And if it's on the podcast, you can be assured that it's very drinkable and has a great story. And we try to bring those stories to the forefront. And if you can see on here, there's a little QR code. And Makers does a really good job of giving you the background and where the wine came from and the terroir and all the things that you really want to know about, so that you can experience the wine in a very different way. It's, somebody said, what are you going to do with a canned wine? Just shotgun it? Well, not really. I'm going to savor it and enjoy it. It's just the small format is very nice. I can, instead of opening a whole bottle for one person, I can just open a can of wine, and 250 mLs is a nice size. Really enjoy it. If I want to have 2, I can do that. And if I want to have 3, that's a full bottle. So I like the size of this and the whole format and the whole concept, which is something I was attracted to initially when I was sitting on the beach, and I said, hey, I should have a podcast. Maybe I could do it about canned wine. And here we are 4 years later, and more than hundreds, probably approaching 200 cans, maybe 150. I'd have to go back in my archives and figure it out. But we've opened a lot of cans. They've all been very good, and it's been a great experience. And we've learned a lot about it, even from our wine nerd word of the week and our head scratchers and all these kind of things. So if you're answering a head scratcher, if you're sending us a comment, if you're subscribing, if you show up on our radar, we'll definitely send you out one of these cool postcards. Here's another one I got that's one from the Museum of Modern Art. That's a pretty cool postcard. And we like to recycle and reuse these things. We get them from a local retake remake. It's a local place that gathers together all those leftover art pieces of, a card, 3 little tubs of paint, anything like that you can get there, or antique postcards that haven't been used. So we're excited about that and excited to give them out. It's a good way to recognize the people that comment and help us make the Canned Wine Podcast what it is. It's kind of a community. So thanks again, Catherine. Our shout out.
Oh yeah, always a pleasure.
Our shout out this week goes to Andrew and Sophia. It was fun to run into you in a restaurant just up the road from me here. I'm walking along and somebody says, "Hey, it's the guy from the Canned Wine Podcast." Well, I know of them other than that, but they kind of caught me out of step, and I was like, oh yeah. Then I recognized them because their picture's been featured on here before. So Andrew and Sophia, cheers. Enjoy your can, Wappingers Falls. So also to Sean, it was great to see you tonight at that hardcore band night, and I'm like to hear your band sometime. And we're looking forward to our episode coming up with Sean, who's a guitar player from that band. That'll be quite a worlds colliding sort of a thing. So our head scratcher, where does the grape Albariño come from? If the name doesn't give it away, you can rewind back, and I certainly did give it away. So thank you again, Catherine. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks again. I always enjoy these chats, and of course I'm always enjoying the wine.
Yeah, and people don't understand that in the beginning when we were setting up, she had to take the cats and put them out of the way because they were getting pretty riled up, which is understandable when spring is coming. So I appreciate that, and do miss them chirping off in the background. And thank you for the pictures that you sent me. Those are in the intro and outro of this episode if anybody wants to see the close-ups of the can. So in closing, thank you for tuning into the Canned Wine Podcast, where we open cans of wine and talk about it. And remember, just because this fantastic wine comes in a can doesn't mean you should drink and drive. Always enjoy responsibly. This is the Canned Wine Podcast. It's a Center Stage production. All rights reserved.